Good morning, everybody. So today we are going to do a get ready with me, and I thought we could just chit chat and talk about life and whatever. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. I know today is beautiful where I am. My tree in my front yard is just so, it's so pretty and red and orange and colorful, and I love fall. So without further ado, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to click that bell for notifications for my videos when I post them. I'm starting to post videos every Thursday now, and just maybe sprinkle a few videos in between. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but I hope you guys are excited. So let's jump into it. So first, to give my moisture some face. So first, to give my face some moisture, I'm using the Instant Natural Hydra Gel Cream. And I have been using this for like probably, I know it's like been over a year, I don't know how long. I just did my finger in, I've cleaned my hands, you know, washed them, and I just do kind of dots around my face. Typically I just do 4, but then if I have extra, I spread it around. So how are you guys? Let's see, what have I been doing and been up to? Yesterday, my dad and my mom and I went out like on a 45-minute drive to look at baby grand pianos, because my dad really wants one, and I don't know, I think I might start learning again. I took lessons when I was younger for like a year or something like that, and I never really got into it. But now, I don't know, now that I'm older and I know I'm still going to be doing singing and theater and stuff like that, I think that'd be a good idea to just get a little better at it. Also, if you guys hear anything in the background, it's probably birds or construction or something. My window is open just because I was getting a little warm. So sorry about that. So first, I'm just taking the Tarte Shape Tape, as always, in Fair Neutral. And I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not really a foundation kind of girl most days. My like everyday look is probably just concealer, you know, powders and eyeshadow and stuff like that. But I usually don't use foundations that often. Like if it's for theater or a special event or something like that, I will. But or if I just, you know, feel like glamming it up or an little extra coverage, I will. But most days I don't, just cause I don't know, I feel like my skin looks a little more like skin when I don't wear foundation. But that's just me. I mean, if you love to wear foundation like every day, then go for it. I'm just not up for that every day. I mean, I like how it looks on my skin sometimes when I want that kind of look and need more full coverage, but like I just feel like this is a lot faster and easier for me. And I also like using a sponge when I do my foundation, and I feel like if I did that every day, I'd have to wash my sponge like constantly, and that's just too much. But yeah, I'm just going on any red spots or acne. So next, I'm just using the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD Powder in Clear. Just like a translucent powder that to set my concealer and stuff. So recently, about a month ago, I got home from a cruise with my mom, and it wasn't just like any cruise, it was a working cruise, I guess you would call it, where I did a bunch of different competitions. Well, everyone that goes on the cruise has to do runway and commercial, and then you can choose other ones. So I did singing, I did cold read, and I did swimwear. Oh my goodness, that was so crazy. Like, it was a good crazy, but oh man, I've never been on a cruise before. My mom hasn't either. I don't think so, no. And so that was crazy, and then putting all this other stuff on top of it was just so, oh my gosh, it was just insane. But it was so fun, and I'm so happy that I went. It was one of the best times of my life, for sure. So the first thing that I did was the singing competition. My mom and I got off the plane, and literally we still had our suitcases, we still had everything. I had to go change in the bathroom real quick. I didn't have any time to practice or rehearse my song like even once, nothing. I got in the room and I just sang my song, and I mean, that's showbiz, that's how things go. And later that day, I think. So when you go to a competition, if you do good or, you know, they like you and stuff, and they can give you a callback, or they give you like an audition for something else or something else that's going on the ship, they'll slip a paper under your door. I got one of those papers for my singing competition saying that I got to be in the talent show, which was like 2 days later. Everybody was so nice and kind and supportive, and wow, it was just such a refreshing thing to see people and connect with people who were just so nice, and I just had a great time. And then I also got to be in the fashion show at the award ceremony, which there was like over 100 girls and a few guys that got to audition for this at the casting. And I guess he really liked me, and I got in and I had a great time. It was a tribal, like chic African type of vibe going on, and I'll insert a picture right here for you guys to see it. But I had such a good time, and so now I'm just in the process of figuring out you know, which agents to go to, and you know, managers and scouting and stuff like that. And it's a little stressful figuring all that out, but exciting at the same time, because this is a real thing and it's happening, and I'm just so excited to see where this will lead me to. I've already had one job as a promotional model for Toyota and Carhartt. There was actually one other girl that was on the cruise that was also there, and she was so nice and just sweet, and so I just had a really great time. And that's kind of what's going on right now. Oh, by the way, I'm just taking Rimmel's transparent powder and 001. But so how are you guys? Like, I want to know how everyone is doing. And I'm taking the butter bronzer from Physicians Formula in the shade bronzer. This stuff, I'm sure you've heard it everywhere, but literally this is the best bronzer ever. It's cheap from the drugstore. It smells like heaven, like a dream. It smells so good. And I'm just using a Luxie 514 brush. This is actually for blush, but I use it for both, and I just kind of swirl around, dab it in. So like a few days ago, I made a new Instagram account. Like added one. I still have my old one at Madison Heizer. Plug. It is more. This one is more of like modeling and singing and, you know, stuff like that, for that kind of stuff. And the other one's more my personal account. It's at MT Melodies. At MT Melodies. I don't have any photos yet. I just wanted an account that was leading more towards singing and modeling and stuff like that. That not everyone on my personal account might feel like seeing all the time. But so I'm gonna be posting singing videos, little snippets, and some covers. Maybe I'll write some songs of my own. Don't quote me on that, but we'll see what happens. If you guys want to check that out, you can. I'll leave it in the description down below. Oh, I just remembered something that's exciting. So my birthday was the 27th of October, and I turned 19. So I got an amazing present from my mom and dad. Oh my gosh. You guys do not understand. Okay, I am going to see Waitress the musical on November 14th? Yes, 14th, next Tuesday. And oh my gosh, I freaking love that show. I love it so freaking much. The music is just so pretty. I love Sarah Bareilles, or however you say her name. And the day after that, I'm going to Colorado with my grandma, flying out there for, we call it Thanksmas, because I have family out there. And so like every year we'll switch off from them coming here and us going there, just for Thanksgiving and Christmas together combined. So like for when Christmas comes around, we can just have our own like small family time. But my grandma and I are going out there a little earlier than my family, and I'm really excited. But yeah, they have land, and I'm just so excited to see their new house. And I love them so much. I feel like I've been doing bronzer for like 5 minutes, but you know, it's okay. For blush today, I'm just taking Pixie by Petra's blush in the shade Beach Rose. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and I've been really loving the shade of it. It's really nice and small. I just dip it in like 2 times and then tap off the excess. So I thought I would answer a few questions as well while we're here. So one of them is, what weird food combinations do you really enjoy? Well, let me think. First of all, I'm just taking the good trusty old Too Faced chocolate bar that I've had. Like, this is one of my first palettes ever. But taking the champagne truffle for a highlighter. I've never been a huge Oreo person, which people think is really weird because usually people love Oreos. If you guys have seen Parent Trap, the one with Lindsay Lohan in it when she was younger, I used to love that movie. I would watch it like every day. Oh my gosh. In the movie, she ate Oreos with peanut butter. And I remember thinking that was so weird until I tried it one day, and I was like, holy crap, this is so good. And so I would have to say Oreos and peanut butter or almond butter was definitely one of the things I loved. This isn't really a weird combination thing, but like when you're eating chips and salsa, you have tortilla chips. Whenever they're like curled up, like, and they're on, like, they're layered like on top of each other, you know what I mean? Like, those are my favorite chips. Like, it just gives that extra crunch that I love. And that's just another little fact about me. What is it like being gluten and dairy free, and would you ever consider going vegan? Is it hard to find foods that you actually enjoy eating? Oh, by the way, I'm using Anastasia's duo powder in the shade Auburn. Being gluten and dairy free for about a year now. I started, well, almost a year. I started last December. The first couple weeks that I made that decision, they were kind of hard. You know, you had cravings of food that you loved, that you usually would eat all the time, but then you couldn't have them anymore. But then as it went on, as I kept going further and further into making that decision, I found that like the foods that had dairy and gluten in it that I usually liked, just since I wasn't eating them, they like didn't seem like foods anymore. Like they weren't like a thing that you ate or put into your body because I wasn't eating them, if that makes any sense at all. Like it just wasn't, it got a lot easier as time went by. And I would say that if you wanted to do this, it might be hard in the beginning, but just keep going because it'll get a lot easier as time goes by, because you just kind of get used to it. You find substitutions for things that you didn't or that you used to eat that you can't really have anymore. Like, I still have ice cream. I used to be like a huge ice creamaholic. I would love ice cream. If someone didn't finish it, they'd be like, hey Madison, do you want this? I was like, sure. And that also factored into like my face. Like dairy and gluten like is such a big inflammatory. They do not mix well with your body and your skin, and that would really affect my acne and stuff like that. And I found that overall I just feel, my body feels better, and I feel like I have more energy than I used to. I'm not as tired. I mean, I still get tired, but I'm not as tired as I was, and my skin is better. Like I still have like acne, but it's not that bad anymore. What is your favorite TV show, and do you have any recommendations, because I am in need of one? First of all, I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance for my eye primer today. Okay, I have 2 favorites, but they're like, I'll explain why I have 2. So first of all, Friends will forever be one of my favorite TV shows. That show is just kind of like, if you've seen it all the way through once, then you can just have it in the background and like, you know, laugh and listen to them talk and stuff while you're doing other things. One of my all-time favorite shows that I think I've seen like the whole, all the seasons like together like 4 or 5 times, I don't even know. But that show is Heart of Dixie. It's on Netflix, and I'm actually re-watching all of it again because I just love it so much. So basically, there's this doctor from New York. Her name is Zoe Hart, hence the name and the title. That's her last name, but it kind of have two meanings. But so she is a doctor from New York, and her so-called dad is like a heart surgeon or something like that. Like he's like the top surgery doctor guy, like from anywhere. Like he's the best of the best. And so she just wants to be like him, and she's always looked up to him. Anyways, so she's always looked up to him, and she wants to be a heart surgeon like he is. I'm using the chocolate bar from Too Faced for my eyeshadow today. The doctor who is supposed to like upgrade her to the next level of her career tells her that she can't, or she didn't get it because she doesn't have like, you know, she doesn't connect with her patients, and so she is relocated to the small town, and I'm pretty sure it's Alabama, called Bluebell, and oh, I love it. And she becomes a GP there, and I don't want to spoil too much, but it's really good, and it's basically just about her and her life and the people in Bluebell, and it's really cute and sweet, but there's also like scandal in it, and I would just totally recommend that show. And Friends, if you just are living under a rock and have never seen that. First, I'm just going in the shade Salted Caramel from the chocolate bar and putting that in my crease and kind of blending it upwards and just bring it down a little bit. Next, I'm taking the shade Semi Sweet from the chocolate bar. Is that your natural hair color, and would you ever consider cutting it short? I have thought about cutting it short, but then I had to think about it more, and I don't think I will soon because of, you know, auditions and just modeling and stuff like that. And usually you want to keep it longer if you have it long, because you can always cut it if they ask you, but if it's already short and they want long hair, then you're most likely not going to get that opportunity. And I'm just taking that Salted Caramel shade under my eyes and connecting it to the corner of my lid. Last but not least is, do you think you will ever make a video talking about your faith and what you believe in? By the way, I'm using the Revlon Volume and Length Magnified Mascara in the shade Blackest Black 301. I think that's a really good idea. If you guys are interested in seeing that kind of video, I would love to talk about my faith and just what I believe in and what I do every day, and just, you know, talk about that kind of stuff. I think that'd be good. If you guys want to see that kind of stuff, leave a comment down below what you guys are interested in seeing from me. It would also just give you more insight to who I am as a person, and, you know, just connect with me more, and I want to connect with you guys, so I think that'd be really great. To set things all into place, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Fini Natural finishing spray. For lips today, I'm using the Trestique Lip Crayon in this shade Florence Fig. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed me answering a few of your questions and just getting this chit chat ready with me done. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video, and I hope you guys liked it. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up down below. And don't forget about my new Instagram account, MT Melodies, and it's just gonna be an account where I post singing videos and, you know, maybe a few pictures here and there. Plug, plug, plug. Comment down below if you have any suggestions that you would like me to do in the future for videos, and I will see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.